Hey there, let's talk about a term you hear absolutely everywhere these days, artificial intelligence. It might sound like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, but honestly, it's already all around us. So, we're going to break it down, get past the hype, and figure out what it all really means.
No, really. You probably interact with AI dozens of times a day without even realizing it. I mean, from the moment you check your email, get a movie recommendation, or ask your phone for the weather, that's AI working behind the scenes. It's not some distant future thing. It's here, right now.
And yeah, that's the big question, right? AI gets thrown around so much it can feel kind of fuzzy. Is it a robot, a giant supercomputer? Well, that's exactly what we're going to clear up today. We're going to cut through the noise and get to what it actually is.
Okay, so to really get a handle on this, let's start with the big picture. What are we actually talking about when we say AI? At its core, AI is really just about building machines that can do things we'd normally think require human smarts. Things like learning from experience, figuring out puzzles, and making decisions. The goal is to get a system to think or act, well, intelligently.
Here's a super simple way to think about it. Imagine AI is the word vehicle. It's a huge, broad category, right? It covers everything from a bicycle to a rocket ship. It's the whole concept of getting from one place to another. So let's keep that vehicle idea in mind.
All right, now let's pop the hood and look inside. One of the most important engines driving AI today is something called machine learning.
So what makes machine learning so special? Well, instead of a programmer writing out step-by-step rules for every possible scenario, you just feed the system a ton of data. And from that data, it learns to spot patterns and make predictions, all on its own. It's pretty cool.
Let's go back to our analogy. If AI is the whole category of vehicles, then machine learning is a very specific and very popular type of vehicle, like a car. It's a powerful way to get the job done. And just like a person gets better at driving with practice, machine learning gets better at its job with more data.
And here's the kicker. You use this stuff constantly. That spam filter in your email, it learned what junk mail looks like. Your Netflix recommendations, they're based on what the system predicts you'll enjoy. Your bank flagging a weird transaction? Yep, that's machine learning too, predicting what looks like fraud.
Okay, so let's go another level deeper. Because inside of machine learning, there's an even more powerful technique that's behind some of the most mind-blowing AI breakthroughs we're seeing. And that is deep learning. Now, this is a type of machine learning inspired by the structure of the human brain. It uses these things called neural networks, which are basically layers and layers of connections that can learn to recognize really complex patterns in data, like images, sound, or text.
To finish our analogy, if AI is vehicles and machine learning is the car, then deep learning is like the super advanced, specialized computer that makes a self-driving car work. It's the brain of the operation, handling all the complicated stuff, like spotting a pedestrian or reading a traffic sign in a split second.
So when you unlock your phone with your face, that's deep learning. When you use an app to instantly translate a sign in another language, that's deep learning too. It's amazing at making sense of the messy, real-world stuff that computers used to be terrible at.
So let's just quickly recap that. You've got artificial intelligence as the big, overarching idea. Inside that, you have machine learning, which is all about learning from data. And then, as a powerful type of machine learning, you have deep learning, using those brain-like neural networks. See? Not so complicated when you break it down.
Okay, so now that we've got the concepts down, let's talk about a couple more ways AI shows up in your day-to-day life. People tend to lump these two together, but they're actually pretty different. An AI chatbot, like the one that pops up on a shopping website, is usually built for one thing, answering common questions. But an AI assistant, like Siri or Alexa, is way more capable. It's designed to do things for you. Set an alarm, play a song, send a text. It's a real assistant.
And AI's ability to predict things goes way beyond your movie queue. It's being used in some really high-stakes areas. We're talking about finance, where it tries to predict market shifts, or meteorology, for better weather forecasts. It's even used in factories to predict when a machine is about to break down.
But here's where the story takes a huge turn. Because predicting and analyzing data is one thing, but the latest wave of AI is all about creation. This is called generative AI, and honestly, it's a massive leap. We've shifted from AI that just understands and sorts information to AI that can actually generate brand new, totally original stuff, content that has never existed before. And the range of what it can create is just wild. It can write an email for you, or a poem. It can create a stunning photorealistic image just from a few words of text. It can even write and debug computer code. It's a total game changer. And I'm sure you've heard of the big names here. ChatGPT for creating text, DALL-E for making images, and GitHub Copilot for helping programmers code. These are the tools that are bringing this incredible creative power to millions of people.
So that's where we are today. In a remarkably short amount of time, we've watched AI evolve from a tool for analysis into a genuine creative partner. It can write, it can code, it can make art, which leaves us with a pretty fascinating question to think about. Now that it can do all of this, what's the next great frontier? What should it learn to do next?